G'day. Ha! So we're just in the garage today. Haven't been here for a while. I'm just putting the grind back on this old thing. Cuts quite well. It's got relatively sharp angle on it. It's good softwood X. It's okay in like wet hardwood, you know. Kind of thing. Use it in any kind of wood really, just a bit more gently in some than others. Don't know how good your vision is from there. Let me set this up over here. More shut. Almost tempting to leave out that bit, but you know, I like to be a bit holistic. So what happened with this one, a little bit of backstory. Young fella got a little bit excited and was having a bad time, so he went out and had a go at something with it. And came back with like a whole bunch of nicks out. So it used to be real even. Now it's a little bit more curve, and it used to be really quite flat. It's a bit of a different shape now. I don't think it's done it no harm. Yeah, I quite like that. It's actually different, quite a different shape. Like that used to be, the flat used to go out for longer in that direction. So it was more markedly flat. It's a blessing for when you want to like grind thusly. Of course I'm not grinding it thusly, I'm grinding it thusly instead. It's easy to replicate the angles. Because you got like that thing plus nails at a certain level equals same angle. You have to try and make it a bit flatter on this end than I do on this end, because it's naturally inclined to, just from the way it's set up, it's not set up right. But I'm mostly doing this side. However, I am doing the whole thing, so once I've done it, I think the taper will be just as fine, if not finer, than it was before. And it might be just slightly steeper in this bit. It isn't too bad actually, it isn't too bad to have a bit more push in that bit. We can see how she chips out anyway. It's the kind of axe that tends to dig in and just hang in there, which is okay so long as you're using it for the right kind of stuff. Look, it's really good for chopping through thin branches on a chopping block. You don't have to swing it very hard. And the handle I've got on it now is lovely. It's not very well hung, but it's a lovely handle. I've already done the other side, so I'm just like getting a little bit more to the chilled out level on this side, just having a wee beersy as I go. Quite a day today. Mowed for 4 hours and 15 minutes. Solid. Just one big place, one job for 4 hours and 15 minutes. And it was well under control as well. Like, it can take a lot longer, it can take 6 hours. Depending on who's doing it, it could take up to like 10 or 12 man hours. But a bit of a funny one on that one, because the old fella's sprayed for grass. It's the kind of grass he doesn't like growing on it. So if I can spray it, pardon the French. So I wasn't super impressed with that. But yeah, what are you going to do? People have got these ideas in their heads, and as far as they're concerned, they're right. I guess in a lot of ways I'm one of those people. Funny thing is, people don't mind, like folks around that place. They don't really give a shit too much. And the ones that do give a shit pretends they don't, just to get by. We all know that mess. So this here tool I got, it's a bit of industrial, was it 60? Looks like 60, industrial 60, which has got really good adhesive and really good stuff, cutting material, cuts it real fast. Even as it gets worn out, and it's not too scratchy because it's just the 80. I've got a harsher one, which I tend not. I don't really like to use it on metal because it's quite good for straightening bits of softwood. But this one here is too ideal not to use on La Fuchs hash. J'ai rencontré quelqu'un de Bordeaux aujourd'hui. Je lui ai donné un lift. C'est un idiote. Pas si malin. Moi j'aime la forêt, calier de châtaignier. Et le châtaigne c'est bon. Ouais, avec des champignons. Still got some pretty marked nicks up in there. Just going to have to, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave them in somewhat, just give it a bit of a polish. And then give it it's a bit of a test, just see how it is cutting with that kind of angle on it. Get my eyeballs on it during the day and use it somewhat. See how it's behaving before I do any more. So I'll just get some. I'll pick the stuff up out of skips if I've got too much of it. This stuff here, the festal stuff's really good for putting a polish on, because it's kind of still relatively aggressive, but it only leaves pretty small scratches. I wouldn't do this for a knife, but I want to have that round off nicely. What I'm doing now is giving the blade a lot of keepingness. Really going to quite a, a lot different angles. Okay, shit. And then I might end up like at about that point, at about half a mil approximately in, just start cutting a flat with the oil stone. I just put a little flat down there and make it like a super cutty flat cut edge. But there's a lot to be said for not using a flat cut edge on tools such as this, just for its keeping qualities. So a bit of a compromise is to go to about 1,000 grit on a sandpaper and polish it with a something like that, and then just cut a flat to that, like 2/10 or so of a mil in, or half a mil in, and then probably a bit less than half a mil, and then you get some of the extra cutting characteristics of that, like sharply angled mathematical wedge shape, just the way it peels it back. Slicing. But you get some of the keeping characteristics of the sandpaper, rounded, done with soft material, so it's a little bit, as it were. So 320. Don't really need to go past 320 for it. Still real scratchy, but I'm thinking I might end up doing a bit more on it anyway, so I just want a little temporary polish, just so I can use it a little bit. I do like being something of a perfectionist, but you gotta work within both limits. Oh yeah. This is a really good bit. Don't know where I got this one from. Get picked that one up somewhere. I didn't buy this one. Cutting the crap out of it. It's lovely. Sometimes an old tarnish looks better after a bit of a shine. What would be real nice would be a relatively matching pair. So you could have one that you use mostly and the other one that's there if you want to have a competition. That's something I should do in my life, actually do some competitive chopping. It would be fun. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't win anything, but good bit of healthy exercise and appeals to my competitive nature. Try and beat other people. I enjoy that kind of thing. If it's just I think it goes a little bit deeper than enjoying it there. Yeah, just need another one of a similar size and similar size of weight with a similar handle. That's all, don't have to be matching. It's as good as it's going to get for now. There's still knocks in it, but I'm just going to leave them in there. Be enough to do a little bit of work with it. So let's be listening to any young Americans out there. If you get upset in the middle of the night and you have to destroy something, don't use your flatmate's prized possessions to do it with. Because use your fists if you need to express something. Punching bag, that's the way to do it. That way if you hurt something, it'll teach you a lesson, because it'll be your own wrist. It won't be teaching someone else a lesson. Ta-ra.